Hi, in this video for the Manhattan Plaza HD-S2 Freesat HD Box, we're going to take you through the first time installation menu. So before we start, what I'll say is obviously you plug in the box, you have it connected up with a HDMI or whatever to your TV, and it's a good idea to have the satellite cable plugged into the back of the box into the LNB IN, okay? And the reason for that is it does the scan as part of the installation. It's very, very quick, and I'll show you that when we go through. The LNB or the satellite cable should be coming from an LNB on something like a Sky Dish or something like that. That'd be the traditional thing. So you can see here at the top right, there's 5 steps. So we're at step 1 of 5, and the first is the picture settings. So you can just use your remote, the arrow keys, and go through these. Most people will find 16:9 widescreen fine and HDMI resolution at 720 to be more than adequate. So we're just going to hit the next button then. And the next thing it does is it checks your signal, and it's basically checking. This is why I was saying about plugging in the satellite cable from the satellite dish in, and it checks it and makes sure that it's okay. So you can see there my signal quality is very good and the signal strength is also very high. Okay, so we'll hit next. So in order to store the correct regional variations for certain channels, please enter your postcode using the number keys on your remote. You don't need to enter a space. Okay. So to explain a bit more about this, anyone that's used a generic free-to-air box knows that when you do your satellite scans from scratch, they can take 10 or 15 minutes, something like this. And then once you're finished that, it can take maybe an hour, hour and a half to go through all the channels and you know, delete the regional variations, duplicates, things like that, and basically arrange them into the order that you want. But Freesat, an official Freesat box, does this automatically, and how it does it is via a postcode, and more specifically a UK postcode. Now, the thing that most people would be used to in Ireland from a regional point of view, it would be the likes of BBC Northern Ireland and UTV, things like that. So the best thing here, and what we usually advise people to do, is just enter a Northern Irish postcode, okay? You can enter different regional variations, like for London or Manchester, you know, something like that. But most people will just use a Northern Irish postcode. So you use the number keys on your remote control, and they work much like we'll say an old style mobile phone. When you're texting, you can see the numbers above the letters, and that's how you get where you're going. Okay, so I'm going to enter B T 1 1 A, and just arrow down to next. So it's just doing the channel scan now, and this will be very, very quick because it's a preset list. So you can just see the progress bar there. It's not exactly flying along there, but it is a relatively quick process, and this is all you'll have to do. When this comes in, then all the channels will be pre-arranged, all the channels will be tuned in, and basically all the correct regional variations will be there. Okay, so that's one massive advantage of an actual official Freesat box. Okay, so apart from it being Freesat HD and you get the HD channels and stuff like that, this is just one of the things that makes Freesat just so user friendly. So you can see there now it's going through and it's just finding all the TV and radio channels. There are other boxes that do it quicker than this, but you can see by no means is it slow. And you know, at the end of the day, once they're in, you don't have to do anything. Another interesting thing about Freesat is basically once they're in, Freesat automatically updates itself. And what I mean by that is from time to time channel frequencies change and stuff like that, but Freesat retunes them all in for you. So that's just another massive advantage of Freesat over generic free-to-air. So just hit the next. So it'll say a PIN is required to enable parental guidance. This might be to lock out channels or to lock out the menu system or something like that. So I'm just going to enter 4 zeros here, but if you enter something else, make sure you write it down somewhere, because you'll lock yourself out of some of the admin functionality on the box. Okay, so I'm just going to hit next. So it's
expected to be undecided
that's basically
at the moment. Let's
in
take
a
a look and see
nutshell.
what the front pages
So
are
what I'm
saying.
going
A
to
couple of
do
front
here
pages
now
here in
is
Scotland.
just
This has
turn down the
vow.
volume
Daily
on the
Record has
TV.
the vow. The people of Scotland want
And you can see how quick that was, basically just to actually tune it in there. And what I'm going to do here is just pull up the guide. I'm just going to say all channels. And you can see there that everything is tuned in automatically for you, and you can see the regional variations at the top, the BBC One Northern Ireland, BBC Two Northern Ireland, UTV, things like that. And you can also see the HD channels. So that's it basically in a nutshell, just taking you through the first time installation on the Manhattan Plaza HD-S2 Freesat HD Box.